Hey guys, it's me again. So I was at my local LGS and I was going through the back inventory, seeing what they had, see what kind of products they had left over because I had a bunch of credit from the last booster box game that we did, or fighter box game that we did. Turns out they had 11 boxes of Modern Horizon 2 Draft Booster. So what I did, we talked to them, worked out a deal. I got the box for $200. And we're gonna play the booster. We're gonna play the draft booster game with Modern Horizons 2. Hopefully, we get enough in the first box to do another box, and vice versa. And hopefully, we get through 11 boxes of the booster draft game. All right, well, let's get cracking. I know there's not as much value in these as there are in the set booster or the collector box, but still a really fun set to do, so I'm looking forward to it. As well as, new Capenna is coming out this weekend. I'm going to give the market about 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks for it to settle down before I do the new Capenna collector box game. So between that and this, we're going to do this Modern Horizon box, just have some fun with it. Hopefully you guys like the new system. I got a little stand and stuff to give me a little more space from the camera, as well as a little better lighting. So hopefully everything looks a lot better now. And just because I can, let's bring it in a little closer. Perfect. Using a much better camera so we can see all the cards. On Horizon 2. I don't know how I feel about a 3/3 mono white. Just kind of a strange. Cursed Totem and General Ferris Rockrick. I love Cursed Totem. It's a very fun, annoying card. You guys can tell, I like to play a lot of annoying decks, annoying cards, so anything that bugs everybody else just makes me giggle. Unfortunately for everybody else. And of course, I have a lot of love for Modern Horizons 2, mostly because he gave me my boy Chatterfang, which everybody knows, can't live without. Vindicate and Karth the Lion. And once again, if you see anything you're looking for or interested in, please message me. I'm more than happy to get it to you as quickly as I can. I've worked out with the store that we'll keep their stuff on hold for a little bit. We'll also be moving to getting them online presence. Hopefully, so that way if you do see stuff you like, instead of having to go through me, you can just go online to Hodgins Drug and then find their product. But for now, God, I love the classic border for these cards. So pretty. I think I'm going to be putting that in the Commander Soul Talisman. God, what a waste of oxygen. Never got it. It's pretty art, but man, it is not a very good card. Not in the long run. Yeah, but I got a lot of love for this set, mostly just because the Chatterfang makes my life so much better. Gotta love the squirrels. Squirrel love all the way. Gotta love the squirrels all the way. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff, but I'm a diehard squirrel fan, that's for sure. I have my Chatterfang deck all pretty and decked out. For a 1-drop enchantment, Soul Snare, this is a really cool card. It's great deterrent. I love it. And also because it protects your planeswalkers as well. Sanctum Weaver, again, great enchantment card. I'm an enchantment fan. One of my competitive decks is an Estrid, the planeswalker. So, got to love Sanctum Weaver. Great source of power in enchantment heavy decks. If I sound a little weird, I just came off of a crazy couple-week bender, getting a lot of work done, so my body's a little busted up, so I wanted to do something fun with it, so here I am doing another collector or box game event. I love this card in foil. So usually I do collector boxes because I'm a big fan of the foiling art on certain cards, and I really prefer those over non, but this one is one of those ones that if it's foiled, it's so pretty. And Rise and Shine. I was playing some guy the other day. He was running Rise and Shine in his deck, and I thought it was hilarious because he was running a, not an Affinity deck. What was it? It was like a weird Arkham Daxon deck that ran a bunch of 0 and 1 drops. And I asked him why he was running it because it doesn't do anything for him. It really doesn't make his creatures any bigger or stronger very quickly. It's just a small buff. It's great for cards like Mycosynth Lattice or Darksteel Forge or something like that. It's a great card, but if you're running nothing but 0s and 1 drops, it's not really worthwhile. Unless you pay the overload cost, and you have to be producing so many 1/1s or something like that, or just you have to have so many 0 and 1 or 1 drops that it makes it worthwhile. But that's the only way. I don't see it any other way. Mind Collapse. Drew Tucker's artwork. It's always so cool. I'm always a big fan of Drew Tucker's artwork. Instant Reaction. Necrogoyf. Not bad. Bone Shredder. My man, the squirrels. Of course, we'll save it. I mean, I already have all my squirrel tokens. I love my squirrel token. I actually have one of the Arctic Coast squirrel tokens. It's a fancy man with a, it's a fancy squirrel on a hard plastic. So, absolutely one of my favorite squirrel tokens I've ever had. So, another Mind Collapse. Earthbound Whelp. Just Luku. Yeah. Josh Hash. Oh, here we go. Cabal Coffers. Yes, please. That one looks good. Sylvan Anthem. I just love it because you may not notice it. A lot of people don't. They just think it's like a bunch of leaves. But if you look closely, you'll see that they're actually animals. So like you have the elephant, you have the Hydra. I want to say centaur. Yeah, because it has a tail, wolf, rabbit, and then like elk. So, and then, oh, I just noticed that one, the Dryad. Right in there. Or the Elemental. I think that's actually an Elemental. But yeah, that's cool, isn't it? I mean, a lot of people might have missed that. They just see it and they're like, oh, leaves, cool. And they get rid of it. But yeah, that was actually, they're not just leaves. Take some time, look at your artwork, man. Really get to realize what it is that you're looking at. You know, there's always a lot of hidden stuff in Magic the Gathering. It's really fun to find those little hidden gems. I actually once tried to 3D model. I'm like, so I do 3D modeling and coding for work. And I actually tried one time to do a bunch of tentacles on a monster, and I wanted to hang myself. It was nuts. I'll stick to drawing crazy tentacle monsters versus, oh man. A lot of people aren't too fond of the sketch artworks, but I actually like them. Mostly just because of the process. I like seeing the process that they go to before adding color to it. It's a lot of fun. Milliken, awesome commander card, a lot of fun. Thrasta, Tempest Roar. Such a fun card to hit people with. It just comes out of nowhere. It just destroys people's souls when it hits the field. And another squirrel. Gotta love the squirrels. Unfortunately, these squirrels won't be adding to my collection because I have about 55 foil squirrel tokens from this set, as well as my personal ones from Arcade Post, and a couple other special ones I've gotten over the years at events and competitions and stuff. But I always have squirrels on my mind, man. I'm a little squirrel fan. On my desk, I have a little squirrel figurine I got from a friend. In my car, I have a Beanie Baby I got from a friend, Nick Grant. You guys might know him. He's in the group. And he gave me a Beanie Baby squirrel. I call him Fang because he drives around with me all the time. Squirrel Mom. Love the squirrels, of course. Sarah's Emissary. You know, the more I think about this card as I look at it, I'm thinking of that new Halo Fountain, I think it's called. Pretty sure it's Halo Fountain from New Capenna. Makes this card so much more toxic and annoying. Because if you get this out there and then you're sitting on Halo Fountain, you're essentially just kind of just destroying everybody's morale because you can just get protection. Keep it from being destroyed. Great Creeper. Oh, I'm so glad Chatterfang's in black white. Or black green. Black white, black green. You can tell it's been a long day. Man, I'll tell you what, there's such a big difference between the old style border and then the newer borders. They just don't... The dark brown just really makes all the cards pop, so... Well, it's still pretty artwork on the book, and I was a chef for a while, and so I love the cookbook. The old style border is still always going to be my favorite. Chainer Nightmare Adept. Fun card. A lot of fun, especially in a Blood Token Synergy deck, Madness deck. Really funny to play. Piru the Volatile. I will say, like, Greg Staples' arts are really cool. He does a great job of showing size comparisons in his artwork so that it just looks really over the top. I mean, you see the little guy in the corner and you're just like, okay, you don't even notice him at first. You're so engrossed in the picture right here, looking at all the stuff that's going on. You don't even notice it, but just as soon as you notice, you're like, okay, this thing is massive. So just something I'd like to look at. I'm looking at cards. But so far we've seen some pretty cool cards. The Cabal Coffer is definitely probably one of the more expensive cards. We have to get up to 200, and I would say, so I got the box for 200. I'd say we have to get up to about 250 to cover it. I'll do the math later to find out 100% sure, but it's like 250 to cover the trade-in value. Hopefully we get there. If not, not a big deal. It was just something fun to do with a little extra time. Cryptozoologist. There's a new card game, Crypto Zoo or something like that. Kind of a funny looking game. It's based on mythical lore. So every time I see this guy, I think of that game. I've been meaning to try to play it. My local shop, one of my local shops just actually picked up a bunch of the crypto stuff, and the original stuff is going like through the gangbuster roof, like super expensive. The newer sets, I don't know much about it, but I am interested in like playing the game. Maybe if I find some people, I'll do a video of playing the game, but I mean, I'd have to play a couple times first to make sure I know how to play instead of messing people up. Melt Tort. Pretty artwork. I love it. So I just get wrapped and engrossed in the artwork all the time. Love the color flow through here. I mean, I know it's not a good scenario for that guy to be in, but gotta love it. So, retro border. All right, I'm gonna try this. Asmoranomeratic distinct cold Dakar. Crazy bitch. I'm just gonna call it crazy bitch. This card. Oh my god, trying to say that card is so annoying. I know there's people who have translated properly and say it properly. I don't care. I just have fun trying. I'm probably way off. Don't care. It's just fun of the game, you know? Get to do whatever. Terramorph. Beautiful. It's really interesting going from doing like collector boxes all the time to going back to like normal boxes and like not seeing as many foils and things like that are variant arts. But still pretty. Hey, Ignoble Hierarch. I was actually looking for this card the other day, and then I just kind of gave up on it. So I guess I know now I got it. Well, I don't know. I might have to trade it in. We'll see. We'll see where we get to. Hopefully I don't have to and I can hold on to it, but if not, you know, them's the breaks in this game. Because I'm more interested in doing this game than I am on just collecting silly little cards that I think would be fun to play with. Because I can always just go back and get them later. Visionary. I can't tell if he's enjoying it or not. I think he's okay, but like in my head it does not look right. Priest of the Fell Rights. So who knows? Again, if you see anything you're looking for or want, please message me and I'll get a great deal with you on the card and get it to you as quickly as possible. Until the local shop I work with gets their site up and running, then I'll also put that in the post, make sure everybody knows where to find it. Misty, all right. So we got a Misty. Not a super expensive Misty right now. I think on TCG, Modern Horizon 2 Misty is not going for a lot quite yet. Let's take a look. Misty Rainforest. My Horizon 2, 23, something like that, dollars. So, I mean, every little bit helps when we're trying to play the booster collector box or booster game or box game. I'm gonna call it the box game from now on. I don't know why I keep fouling it up in my mind. Squirrel. Squirrel and Verdant Catacombs. Hey, 2 fetch lands. Can't go wrong with that. Catacombs going for about Verdant Catacombs, not Command. I don't want Command. About $19. So I get about $43 so far, just the 2 cards. So far, so good. It's such cool artwork. I'm just looking at the nice crack lines in the eyes and stuff. I don't know if it'll autofocus for you just so you can see it, but very cool. Combine, Chris. Combine. I just think of the NFL Combine when I see that. My head just works. Nevinyrral's Disc. Tanglepool Bridge. Out of time. I haven't really found a good way of using that card. If you have any ideas on how to use that card effectively, let me know in the comments below or something. I'll take a look, and I would like to find a good use for the card. I just don't think it's very good, honestly. Maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I like being told I'm wrong. It's just that. It's so pretty. Progenitor Ooze. Fun. Hey, Foil Underworld Cookbook. So pretty. There we go. Respect that. Another squirrel? Boy, if I missed a squirrel, I did miss a squirrel. I am so terrible. How did I miss another squirrel token? Got too distracted talking to you guys. I missed a squirrel token. Something is wrong with me. I don't think I deserve Chatterfang anymore. Feel so bad. Late to dinner. I have never been late for dinner. You can ask anybody. Never late for dinner. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm calling myself a fat butt. Or a fat ass. I don't know. I might get demonetized. I don't really know or care. Grief. Hey, I like Grief. It's a fun card. And another squirrel. I like Grief. It's a good card. I mean, it's a good card. It's not super great in Commander. It's a fun card to have in Commander, but definitely in Modern. It's definitely very strong in Modern. Especially when you can cash stuff for free. Who doesn't love that? I once tried to make a mirror deck. Maybe I should try again. Give some mirrors some love sometime. They got some fun mechanics. Fey Offering. That's what I look like in the morning. Just a hairy mess. And yes, I do have the headpiece. Hey, Arid Mesa. You know, dual land and a squirrel. Another fetch land and a squirrel. I like the fetch land squirrel. Maybe I'll end up rebuilding. Go shiny. So shiny. Oh, so shiny. Yeah, that's how I feel. A lot of the time I just see something shiny, I get excited. Grody. Guardian Carrion, man. The detail and line work on this guy is crazy. I I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Nope. Some cards, sometimes I just wonder what's going on in someone's head when they make it. Batterbone. Extruder. Yes, sir. Which is fine. Oh, getting a little nervous here. Still got a few packs to go through. I'm just not like, I mean, I know the price of a lot of the stuff, and I'm sure we'll get some kind of value, but I mean, really, big value comes when you find like a super, like a foil fetch land or something, especially like a Misty or something like that in this set. So we'll see what happens. Enchantress Presence, Fury, okay, that's a good card. Yeah, some of these tokens, the idea is really cool. The execution on some of the parts are just kind of meh. I think this card is super good. I think this card gets overplayed, underutilized a lot in a lot of formats, and I think people should really rethink about that. Bone Shard is such a good card. Geostorm! Love the card. Jade Avenger, I got like 5 million of these cards. Violent Tumor. Anybody else see like Emperor Palpatine? Like, this is, in me in my mind, this is Emperor Palpatine inside, what was it, the last film? I can't remember the name of the last film. It's not The Force Awakens. That's the Skywalker? No. Oh, I don't remember. Anyways, it just reminds me inside the cavern when Kylo Ren dies and stuff. I'm just thinking this is Emperor Palpatine in there. But no, that's just me. No Witness, Timeless Witness. Yavimaya Cradle, love the card, super fun card. Hey, I was talking about the foil. Foil cards is where you see the value. Man, foil Scarlet Tarn. Okay, we might get close. We might actually get there. And if we do, man, I'm heading right back to the store getting another box. I will do this again. The next video we'll put on is we'll probably do a live stream on the next video. I think that's how I'll do it. Is the first video will be recorded. See how we do. If it does well, then we'll do a live stream for the rest of it. Just so I'm not wasting everybody's time. People can, hey, Braves Gamala Communion. I dated a girl once that looked like that. I swear to God. Dreads and everything. Terrified the shit out of me. Thought Monitor. Another foil Underworld Cookbook. Jesus. I think I'm going to make the Underworld Cookbook deck. I've got 4 of them now. I've got 2 foils, one old border, 1 new border, and then I have an old border non-foil and a non-foil newer one. Shoot, I might have to do that. And I even have the Asmodean blah 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 person. Maybe I'll maybe if I pull a couple more, I'll definitely build the deck. Let's do through Run Hydra, Rakdos Headliner. Oh, that is cool. I don't think I've ever really taken a look at this one. That is pretty cool. It's got such a weird. It's like it's a mask. Yeah, it is a mask on top of it. So that's interesting. Querying Ranger, gotta love it. Profane Tutor. Budget tutor. Not a bad tutor. Super budget tutor. Bloodhound. Every time I see this card, I think of King of the Hill. It also might be because I'm rewatching King of the Hill right now, but I think of Lady Bird when I look at it. Lady Bird. Oh, Lady Bird. Do-do, do-do. Do-do. Cycle of the Sun, Torments, Crypt Keeper, Miswald, Earthbound Generation, Desert, Zeron Orb, and Gaeodrone Dihada. Gaeodrone Dihada. Cool Planeswalker. Cool. This thing? Squirrel Sovereign. Hey, Squirrel Sovereign. Sea Drake and Solitude. Okay. Salted's going for a little bit of money. I don't know how much this one is. So we might be fairly close to our cap. That's kind of cool. If we got there, I'd be pretty stoked. Oh, another squirrel token. All right. Man, I'm getting kind of excited now. When I price all this out, I might be close to the next box. That's true. I want to keep going. Seeing some pretty fun cards. Chance Encounter. Persist. I like this card. Especially, I like this Persist card now because it gives it a -1/-1 counter on the fact that a lot of the new cards from New Capenna respond to counters being on creatures. Now, it's not a super positive counter, obviously, but it's still a counter effect. So, you play it, you return the creature, and then if you need a trigger ability for, say, when you have a counter on a creature, you get a +1/+1 counter, which eliminates the -1/-1 counter. Or, like, there's cards that say, like, if it has a counter, you get to draw a card. Well, this helps you return from your graveyard in black, puts a counter on, and then it still allows you for the trigger to cast for you to draw a card based on having a counter on a creature, because it is a -1/-1 counter. Love the fact that this does that. I think the price of this card might go up a little bit, even when people start realizing that it works pretty well with a lot of the New Capenna cards. I mean, before that, yeah, it was kind of a dud card, because the non-legend card would be -1/-1, but there's ways to remove the counters, and now it's even easier with a lot of the cards from New Capenna and get a lot of cool value from it. Sudden Edict, love this card. Fire and Ice. Gotta love Fire and Ice. Ooh, Timeless Dragon. Pretty dragon. I should really go through Hodgins inventory. That's my local GM shop that has all these Modern Horizon 2 draft posters. And like, see what else they've got. Massive amounts of. I think they got a massive amount of, like, I think there's like 4 or 5 boxes of Commander Legends we could probably go through. Because we still have a bunch of credit left over after trading in everything from the Neo Kamigawa booster draft. We ended up with a lot of and a squirrel. We ended up with a lot of credit trade in because I don't really keep a lot of cards that I don't find interesting for playing in decks. So I don't really, like, I have trade binders and things like that, but I don't usually use them for, you know, obviously trading, because the cards in them are more like cards I planned on building decks with or found interesting that I wanted to try playing into decks. The rest of it I usually just trade in for credit, and I just keep doing stuff because, you know, it's a game. Have fun with it. I mean, I hoard certain cards. Like, yeah, I have my near mint, like dual lands and stuff that I keep. Those I'll keep. My Word of Commands. I have a place that Word of Commands, which I love. So I keep those in a different binder, but I'm rambling. But I kind of need to ramble because I had to fill up. Holy shit, we're at 30 minutes. Okay, I'll speed it up a little bit next time. I apologize for rambling for so long. These videos should probably only be like 20 minutes long at most, and I went to almost 30 minutes now. So we'll speed it up for the last 4 packs, see what we get. And Voidmere. Ooh, pretty foil, old school Voidmere. Sunstocking. His artwork's okay. I'm not super fond of it, but, you know, it's not bad. Oh, another squirrel. If anybody's looking for squirrel tokens, hit me up. I'll send you these. I won't even ask for anything, but like maybe a couple cents for stamps. I'll just send you the squirrels. I know God, Lord knows I don't need them. I got plenty. So might as well give them to somebody else who's looking for an army of squirrels. And again, see anything you're looking for and you're interested in, please hit me up. Be more than happy to get it to you. I got a little program working out with the shop, so they'll hold on to it until for a couple days, so I can get it to you even after I've traded them in. Solitary Confinement. Ooh, and an old Borderless Marsh Flats. All right, old Border Marsh Flats. All right. Well, I think we're only missing one. No, I got Scalding Tarn. So I guess no, we got all the dual lands in this box. I mean, they're not all the same, but we got the dual lands, which is always cool. More power to you for having more dual lands. Fractured Sanity, Chrome, Courier. last pack. Hopefully we see some value. You've seen Stalling Turn was a big hit. That was pretty good. So hopefully we're there. We might be pretty close. So I'm just going too fast. I just finished the Sterling Grove is sitting in Charmaw and so real quick. So Marsh Flats, Dam, Solitude, Profane Tutor, Scalding Tarn, Arid Mesa, Grief, Verdant and Misty Rainforest, Verdant and Catacombs Misty Rainforest. I'm gonna try to hold on to Ignol, but I might not be able to. Cabal Coffers is definitely probably gonna go for a couple bucks. Just because I hate it, I want it gone. I don't know if it's even worth anything. I gotta look. I think Vindicate might be worth something, so I gotta double check in the foil Void Mirror. But as of right now, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but we might be pretty close. That Scalding Tarn really helped. All right, guys, it's fun. See you next time.